Well, let's get more now on that Conservative leadership election as the candidates rally MPs for the next round of voting on Monday. Last night, the 5 contenders met in the first television debate, and today, former Chancellor Rishi Sunak has received the backing of Ben Houchen, the Conservative mayor for Tees Valley. He's been speaking from there. Let's take a listen.
Well, it's great to be here and have the support of my friend Ben Houchen, the mayor of Tees Valley. We worked on lots together, including setting up this new free port, which is bringing jobs and investment to the area. Now, our country has serious challenges, but I'm going to be honest about them, grip them and deal with them responsibly. But be in no doubt, our country also has limitless potential, and places like Teesside are a fantastic example of that. As Chancellor, I delivered for Teesside, and as Prime Minister, I want to spread that same sense of optimism and opportunity across the United Kingdom.
So we had our first leadership debate on TV last night. How do you think it went? How do you think you performed?
I was really pleased to be able to make a positive case for why I can be the best leader for our party and our country, and that's because I want to restore trust, rebuild our economy and reunite our country. I was pleased to make the positive case for that.
They're quite adversarial, aren't they? Combative, the very nature of those sort of debates. I mean, are you comfortable criticising your colleagues?
You know, I've got enormous respect and admiration for all of my colleagues who are standing to be leader, and it's right that we have passionate debate about these issues. And when this election is over, we have to remember we're all part of the same Conservative team, the same Conservative family, and we're going to come together and serve the British people. Taxation
was one of the main hot topics last night. Did you see yourself as a socialist Chancellor?
No, absolutely not. You know, I think the number one economic priority we face as a country is inflation, and I want to get a grip of inflation, because inflation is what makes everybody poorer, and if we don't get a grip of it now, it will last longer, and that's not a good thing. Once we've done that, I will deliver tax cuts. But we're standing here today in a fantastic example of a Brexit opportunity, pro-growth policy that I delivered as Chancellor, this free port. And as we know that it's bringing jobs and investment to this area, that's the kind of pro-growth policy that I will pursue as Prime Minister.
You've been leading the way in the rounds of voting with the MPs. What's going to be different when you're talking to the party faithful when it gets to that stage, should you be in the last 2?
Yeah, I'm going to continue making my positive case for my candidacy, and I believe I am the best possible person to help our party defeat Keir Starmer and beat the Labour Party in a general election, winning across the country in places like Teesside, but elsewhere as well. That's what the new leader needs to be able to do. They also need to be able to restore trust, rebuild the economy and reunite our country, and I believe I'm best placed to do all of that.
I think one of the other elements last night that caused quite fierce debate was the concept of gender identity. Where do you stand on that?
You know, I've been clear about that. I'm the father of 2 young girls, and I want to make sure that women's rights are protected, whether that's in sports, in changing rooms or in language. But of course I respect everyone's freedom to love who they want and live as they live. But we must be unequivocal, as I am, about protecting women's rights.
Just one question about the Prime Minister. He's having a farewell party this weekend. Should he not be chairing the Cobra meetings?
So, I'm out making the positive case for my candidacy in this election. I'm sure the Prime Minister and the rest of the government is working hard, continuing to serve the British people.
In terms of the leadership race, the bookies have got you in second place, despite the fact that you've been leading so far. Do you think that what will change if you do become Prime Minister? Because a lot of people in this part of the country lent their votes to break down the Red Wall previously. What will help you get those votes or maintain that support in this part of the country when it comes to a general election, if and when we have one?
Well, you asked about this part of the country. As Chancellor, I have delivered for this part of the country. There's a Treasury campus, a new economic campus just up the road in Darlington, the new Freeport here, which is attracting jobs and investment to the area, town centres in Middlesbrough, Redcar, Darlington, Thornaby Yarm, all being upgraded and reinvigorated, transport improvements going in at Darlington train station, and more importantly, a new sense of optimism and excitement in this area. I helped to deliver that as Chancellor, working with the fantastic Conservative Mayor, Ben Houchen. That's why people can trust me to keep delivering for Teesside, but also places like this across the country. That's what I want to do as Prime Minister.
I was going to say, you've clearly earned the support of Ben Houchen. How important is it to have the support of someone like him?
Oh, it's incredibly important. Ben is a fantastic local mayor. He's a fantastic champion for his community, and to have his support means the world to me. And he and I have worked on many things over the years, and I'm delighted to be able to keep working with him, I hope, as Prime Minister, keep delivering for the people of Teesside as we have over the past few years, but then also spread that same sense of opportunity and optimism across the United Kingdom, because our country has limitless potential, and as Prime Minister, that's what I want to unleash.
Okay, well, one last one. One TV debate down, 2 to go. Are you looking forward to both of those, Sunday and Tuesday?
You know, I'm really enjoying making a positive case for my candidacy. I believe I am the best candidate placed to not only win a general election, but also restore trust, rebuild our economy and reunite the country.